My name's David Brownlee. Been in law enforcement over 13 years. Started when I was 21 years old, just a kid, and here I am over halfway through my career now. Been doing it quite some time. It's kind of the best way I can put it is, if you're in a group of people and they find out you're in law enforcement, 9 times out of 10, the first thing is like, have you ever shot anybody? Have you been shot at? What's the nastiest, the craziest thing you want to see? And I understand their, curiosity with it, but in the same breath, I mean, it's like every time you meet someone new, they're wanting you to relive the most traumatic experience you've ever experienced, I mean, and I just wish people, knew what that takes people. It's cool to them, but then, like I said, it's not cool to us. I really felt alone. I had a million friends, but nobody really knew what was going on in my head, and John just randomly messaged me. I was in one of my moods, or down, I guess, depressed, whatever you want to call it. And John messaged me like, "Hey brother, how are you?" And I just was able to finally open up to John, and John's like, "Well, man, I got a place for you to go." I was like, "I mean, what you got going on?" I mean, I'm weary, So I was like, "What you got?" He's like, "Well," he said, "let me call one of my friends." He's like, "I got you a spot to go with me on a retreat, to the warrior retreat up here." And I was like, "Really?" And man, it was really for my mental health, and just, meeting people was probably one of the best things that ever happened to me. He said that I was going to be the first non-veteran ever that's ever been a part of it, as far as the retreat goes. And I was nervous, I was extremely nervous. I was well out of my comfort zone, but I walk in here and you guys meet me with open arms, and and I've got in trouble. I'm not going to say in trouble, but when I got up to introduce myself, and I was like, "Well, I didn't serve," and this and that, and then everybody, it's happened on numerous occasions, and he's like, "You're selling yourself short, because as being in law enforcement, you wake up and you serve the community every day." Why do I think law enforcement should come to the warrior retreat? Because it's kind of like, when it comes to the law enforcement aspect, I mean, albeit for city, county, state, investigations, whatever, there's all different types of branches of law enforcement. I guess similar to what military is. I feel like, nobody calls 911 just to see how you're doing. It would benefit them to learn how to just let things go, open up, let everything go, and be able to learn new ways to cope with, the stresses of work, life, everything, because everybody gets kicked and beat down in all aspects of, in any career, law enforcement especially. But I feel like them coming here would be, coming here, if they could get an inkling, just a little bit of what I got from it, I guarantee their life will be a lot better.